Ladies and gents, welcome back to the studio. My name is Michael, and today's video, we're going to talk about what has happened in the crypto market over the last 24 hours. We're going to try and keep this one short and concise, not waste either of our time. So if you enjoy that, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Anyways, one of the biggest stories that we have seen in crypto over the last few months came out earlier in the day on Thursday, March 3rd, 2022, and that is that Bitcoin officially is becoming legal tender in Switzerland's city of Lugano. And we talked about this on Twitter earlier in the day as soon as this story broke, and this was a huge announcement because this is the second place in the world where Bitcoin is becoming legal tender after El Salvador made it legal tender earlier in 2021. And what happened specifically was that the Swiss city of Lugano has partnered with Tether, and they're doing something called Lugano's Plan B. It's their plan to make Lugano sort of the center of crypto and blockchain in Europe. And according to this announcement, what we're seeing is that Lugano is going to be focusing on helping businesses integrate payment solutions for stablecoins. They plan to leverage Bitcoin's Layer 2 Lightning Network to achieve scalability. And also we're seeing that Lugano and Tether have committed to several other initiatives like funding startups, becoming a hub in Europe, and really just focusing on blockchain adoption across Europe. So this is a big deal, even though this isn't a big city or an entire country, seeing that some area in Europe and some cities and countries around the world are turning to crypto to promote innovation and push people into startups and into crypto. That is a big deal. Next thing that happened was that Bitcoin officially has started to dip down quite a bit. We saw Bitcoin's price the other day reach $45,000, almost $46,000 per coin. Since then, we have seen it drop. Right now, it's sitting right around $42,000 per coin. But there's good news, because the good news is that over the last 48 hours, we have seen that small Bitcoin wallets have started to accumulate significantly over the last 48 hours. If you look at this chart right here, you look at some on-chain analysis, you can see that wallet addresses with less than one Bitcoin have started to increase their position over the last couple of days, when over the last 2 months or so, we had seen whale accounts add. And why this is important is that small accounts like small fish are stacking their positions like we have not seen in a while. Last time we saw this happen was right before we saw the big rally in the crypto market. And we're starting to see retail investors get more interested in crypto than they have been over the last few months. And this is a good sign, seeing retail investor interest start to pick up yet again. In addition to this, though, what we're also seeing is that Ukraine's prime minister has come out and said that their crypto airdrop is being canceled. They said they're no longer going to do an airdrop to anyone who donated crypto to a Ukrainian wallet address during the last couple days. Instead, they're going to focus on NFTs. And over the last couple days, we've talked about how Ukraine has raised over $50 million in Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, Solana, Polkadot, and Dogecoin donations. So a lot of people had donated because they were, first of all, wanted to support. Second of all, there was that little bit of incentive about an airdrop. So a lot of people weren't happy when Ukraine's vice prime minister came out and said that this was canceled. But either way, instead, they said they're going to be turning towards NFTs and dropping a couple of NFT collections over the coming weeks, but they will not be launching any sort of fungible token. They're not going to be launching any singular coin. So if you see anything about this, that they have their own coin, be careful, because there are a lot of scams going on right now. That Ukraine has launched their own token. They haven't. Right now, they said they're not doing an airdrop. They're not launching their own token. They will be having plans for NFT drops pretty soon. Next story I want to talk about, though, is going to be what is going on with Charles Schwab. One of the biggest asset managers, financial companies in the world, Charles Schwab, came out and said that they have officially filed with the SEC to create a crypto economy ETF. This isn't going to invest directly into Bitcoin and Ethereum, but they said the goal of this fund is to track as closely as possible the total return of an index that utilizes and is tied to cryptocurrency. Not going to be direct investments in Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any altcoin, but it's going to try and track the entire cryptocurrency market. Next story I want to go over is going to be what is going on with Luna, because Luna has had a lot of big announcements come out over the last couple of days. We've seen Luna's price, first of all, increase over 80% over the last week to week and a half. We've seen a lot of people turn to Luna and a lot of institutions pour hundreds of millions of dollars into this project. So recently we saw that Luna passed Ethereum as the second most staked asset. We posted about this the other day on Twitter, and we said how, you can see the chart right here, that Luna right now has $30 billion staked, while ETH 2.0 has right around $28 billion. So right now, Luna has officially crossed Ethereum as the second most staked asset, and that's one of the many reasons why we're seeing its price rise so fast. One of the biggest reasons why we are seeing people stake Luna and why people are getting involved in Luna and why people are buying it is because of this project called Anchor Protocol. A lot of people have been talking about this project as of recently. It's a decentralized finance platform built on Terra blockchain protocol. And the interesting thing about this project is that it has rebounded 300% in the last month. We have seen that what they do is they promise anyone who deposits UST, which is Terra's dollar peg stablecoin, into the platform, they will generate a stable 20% annual percentage yield. And this is a big deal because in traditional financial markets, 7% a year is great. And with all the volatility and everything going on with inflation, a lot of people are looking for something stable that generates a significant return. So a lot of people are turning to this 20% annual percentage yield, 20% APY that Anchor Protocol is offering. We've seen that right now that the total value locked in the project is 10 billion UST. You can see it just recently passed that. And we've seen a lot of people get more and more excited about Luna and UST. So right now there's a lot of stuff going on in the crypto market, a lot of bullish news. So while we are expected to see a lot of volatility over the coming days, keep an eye out on what is going on with these big stories, what's going on with Bitcoin whale accounts and altcoins, because even though they may not have an effect on the market today or tomorrow or this week, this is all good news. Long term is going to help skyrocket the market to record high prices very soon. So today's video, we didn't really talk much about technical analysis. We tried to stay away from that, but let me know in the comments down below if you want us to include that in our next video, because I tried something a little bit different today. But I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.